Hello. I would just like to point out to Epic Games how pump shotguns and all shotguns, but this just shows pumps are completely broken. This is a replay of me and my friend dropping at Pleasant Park, and I get into a shotgun battle against an opponent. And this is what happens. So I'm dropping in, as I do. I land on the house, go in, I get a green pump. This is what I get. My opponent has attack. So he is down here. And at the start of the battle, which fair play to him, he gets a 71 tag on me with the attack. Body shot, fair enough. I missed my shot just here. He edits on me. That was fair enough. I'm now super low. So I bandage up and I get on the roof. My teammate, this time my teammate drops the other house and he gets a blue pump. My opponent pushes me, so I quickly run the roof, and I decide to jump behind him just here, so my opponent doesn't know that I'm there, and I hope to get a nice headshot and one pump him, and I can then continue my game. However, this does not happen, and my pump is broken. Here, damage effects on, is what happens. So my opponent jumps up, unaware of where I am. They are looking up the ramp. They think I'm up the ramp. My opponent jumps up. I have a perfect shot. He turns around. He sees me. He takes his shot. He misses. I then hit him. Now, just here, if you look, these are my pellets. Now, if you count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pellets hit. And I would say that I should get some headshot damage for that. Definitely half of that is on his, some of those will hit his head, so that should be a headshot. But maybe not necessarily a full headshot. So I would say around 130, 140 damage would be pretty acceptable. But I only get 32 damage from that shot. And when I showed it, I clipped it, from my perspective, it told me that only one of my pellets hit. Now, as you can see, that from my gameplay, it looks very different. It looks like I have pretty much straight up missed him apart from the tiny tip, which would make sense for the damage that I got. However, this shows how delayed that when I'm actually live playing the game is, because you clearly saw by the replay, my pellets fired nothing like that time. My pellets fired a long time before that. So they either need to try and do something with the ping system, because that's probably going to be down to ping, or they at least need to change the speed that they travel at, or change the effect of what the game sees it as, because the replay records it like that. So surely there's a way for them to capture it and just make it work that way. There has to be a way they can change it so that works, or change the pellet system completely, because it obviously does not work, because the replay and my capture looks very different. But the replay shows reality, and the reality is my pump shot did not count as it should. But maybe not necessarily a full headshot, so I would say around 130, 140 damage would be pretty acceptable. But I only get 32 damage from that shot, and when I showed it, I clipped it, from my perspective, it told me that only one of my pellets hit and connected, whereas you can clearly see from what I've just shown you that is not the case. And then he goes and takes a shot at me. and he quite clearly misses. Not a single pellet is there. And yes, my hitbox is bigger, but if you look, the bullet connected is not the closest bullet to me, and I am nowhere near there. And yet he hit me for 63 damage, and I die. And that quite literally proof. He hit one pellet on me, and he shouldn't have hit any pellets, but he did. He hit one pellet, and he got 63 damage. I, with a green pump, which at close range should do more damage than attack, got 32. And 8 of my pellets connected for a headshot. So I don't know if this is a ping connection, but whatever it is, it needs to be fixed. As then my friend over here comes over and fights him, and he gets a perfect pump shot against him, and he only gets 90 damage. Sorry that my game is lagging. In this room here, he gets a perfect shot. There, he's there. He hits around the door. My friend misses, which is fair enough. He then hits him 71. And it's hard to, if I go back a bit here, my friend hits a perfect pump shot to his head. He gets it for 56. And again. And then right here, when he falls down, he gets it for 28 again. And I'd like to point out, none of those pellets actually hit. He gets hit again. He drops down, and right there, he just hit. His character moved to the side, but as you can see, his head was there, and all 10 pellets there hit. And yet, from the gameplay point of view, he hit him in the body, and he got 90, which is what he should have got, but he got a headshot, so that should have been a 180 shot, but he only got 90. So pump needs to be fixed, Epic.